Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Sauce. It's the backup channel backing Celeb up and bringing you all the breaking news. Check this out. Kim Porter's alleged niece, Raven Wales Walden, has filed a lawsuit against P. Diddy for wrongful termination after he fired her from being his nanny. According to Walden, Diddy hired her to take care of him and Kim's twins, Jesse James and Delilah, after Kim passed away in 2018. And Walden says that after Kim died, she moved into Diddy's compound in Los Angeles and became extremely tight with the entire family. However, the whole situation changed after she became pregnant and asked for maternity leave in August of 2020. Walden claims that after she was fired, a third party told her that Diddy had her terminated because she was not married, and that was a bad example for his daughters. Now, she's suing Diddy for an undisclosed amount of money. Yo, if Diddy really fired this chick because she was having a baby out of wedlock, then Diddy is really wilding out right now. You know why? Because all of his kids are out of wedlock. And then not only that, he's currently running around with like Young Miami, who he won't claim, and she's running around these streets talking about she's bisexual and that she wants to smash Megan Thee Stallion. And while this is all happening, he has a baby with the side chick. I mean, how are you talking about somebody else being a bad influence for your daughters? I think Diddy needs to look in the mirror, because the Diddy double standard is not working for me. Because if Sean Puffy Combs had such a problem with women having babies out of wedlock, then Sean Puffy Combs needs to stop contributing to the number of women who are having babies out of wedlock. Listen, let me know what you think about Diddy firing a nanny and saying that it was because she was a bad influence on his daughters because she was having a baby without being married. Let me know what you think in the comments. Now, check it out. For the last couple of days, a throwback photo of Glorilla holding a gun with a caption that says, quote, John Morant every month, end quote, has been going viral. And now, Glorilla has reposted the pic with a caption that says, quote, I was a menace in high school. I'm so embarrassed, end quote. Look, first off, why is this chick holding a military grade machine gun like it's all good? Second, I'm so sick and tired of these young kids going on the internet and posting these pictures of them posing like they thugs with guns. What they need to be doing is going on the internet and posing with high school diplomas. How about that? And although I'm happy that Glorilla came out and said that she's embarrassed about this picture, my real question is why was this picture on the internet in the first place? And I mean where is the adult supervision when these kids are doing this stuff? Now, I know that Glorilla's a rapper, so the picture of her holding the stick actually works in her favor when it comes to street credibility. However, for all of you kids out there, if you ever want to have a job in the future, it might not be wise to be posting pictures of yourself doing negative stuff on the internet. And you know what? Let me say that a little differently. You shouldn't be doing no negative stuff in the first place. So, no picture should even exist. Listen, let me know what you think about Glorilla taking a photo with a stick and then coming back and saying that she's embarrassed. Let me know what you think in the comments. And while you're down there leaving a comment, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Now, peep this. The other day, Ice-T jumped on Twitter and issued a direct warning to all the rappers out there doing interviews on podcasts. Ice-T explicitly said hip-hop artists need to stay away from podcasts to prevent themselves from being taken out of context. In his Twitter post, Ice-T wrote, quote, Artist public service. Doing interviews can be risky if you don't know what you're doing. They will talk to you for hours hoping you say one thing they can twist and hype up for clicks. Unfortunately, most podcasts have now devolved to this BS. Just saying. End quote. Listen, can somebody please tell Ice-T that yellow journalism, which refers to newspapers and journalists who present little or no legitimate, well-researched news, while instead using eye-catching headlines to increase their sales or clicks, has been around since time immemorial. I mean, it's part of the reason why the US got involved in World War II. So, if you're doing interviews, you have to always be careful about what you say, because you need to understand that information that's being recorded can also be edited. But with that being said, I'm not going to blame it all on the podcasters, because some of the weight also falls on the consumer. Because if I scroll through YouTube right now, do you know which videos get the most views? It'll be Diddy has new baby with gay alien boyfriend, and that mess will have 3 million views. Now, just based on the title, you know darn well that story isn't true. However, people are still clicking on it. Now, somebody's gonna come in the comment section and they're gonna be like, Sauce, that ain't true. And I'm gonna say to you, the numbers don't lie. Just scroll through YouTube. Just take a minute and scroll through YouTube and see what's getting all the clicks. Remember, social media is responsive to you. So if you want to see things with more integrity, you gotta click like and subscribe to things that have integrity. Listen, let me know what you think about Ice-T's warning. Do you think that these rappers need to stay away from these podcasters? Let me know in the comments. Also, do you think that it's the podcasters that are causing like media to devolve? Or do you think that these podcasters are just like a reflection of a devolved society? Let me know what you think about that too. Now check it out. This year, Nick Cannon decided that he wanted to do something special for each one of his 6 baby mamas. So, instead of going out and buying them like generic gifts, he decided that he was going to write each one of them a heartfelt letter and then he was going to hand deliver it to them. But Nick got the cards mixed up and he gave the wrong cards to the wrong women. When speaking about the faux pas, Nick said, quote, I tried my best, I really did. I thought it would be really, really good, you know? I could buy whatever, but to show people how you really feel, write it down. And I was doing handwritten messages from the heart. So as I'm arriving, I've written a message and I get the cards mixed up. So when one baby mama reads the card about how I feel about the other baby mama, see, if I would have just written some generic-ish that everybody else got, that would have never happened. End quote. Can somebody tell Nick that when you start like mixing up the baby mamas, you're doing too much? And I gotta tell you, I would hate to be on the receiving end of that card because no woman wants to hear about how her baby daddy feels about another woman. I mean, that right there is violation. But on the real, I think that like Nick needs to speak to my father because after my father and mother got divorced, my father started dating like multiple women. And one time he got his cards mixed up too. However, all of the women that he was dating had the same name. Listen, you can't make this mess up. I was like, Dad, what are you doing? Listen, on to the next story. The other day, Gillie Da Kid was on $1 million worth of game, and when he was asked whether or not he would ever resume rapping, he said that he has no plans of returning to his career as a rapper because there's an age limit on the rap game. When discussing the topic with Greedo and Wallow, Gillie said, quote, effing right, there's a limit to rap. If you ain't popping by a certain age, let that ish go. MFers be like all the time, yo Gil, your platform crazy. This the perfect time to drop something now. Shut the F up, man. F is you talking about? Do I look like a ninja that's holding on to yesterday ninja? Or do I look like a ninja that's elevating and escalating ninja? End quote. Listen, I'm about to say something and it's about to hurt some people's feelings, but it's gotta be said. If you're like 45 years old and you're still living in mommy's basement and you're down there rapping over like Fruity Loops beats with a pair of like broken taped up Beats by Dre headphones on your ears and you're talking about, yeah, I'm about to be the next big rapper in the rap game, it might be time to like call it quits. And I mean, you might want to go on like Indeed.com and find yourself a real job. And don't get me wrong, that job can still be in the music industry, but you just can't be the rapper, okay? Now, if you're already in a business and you got something popping, I mean, you got a few hits, then I think you can hold on as long as you can. But if you ain't start yet and you're still over there like selling demos on like CDs out of the back of your car in like the parking lot of like ShopRite, I mean, you need to like stop right now. You need to stop right now because the window of opportunity for you to be a rapper has already closed. And I mean, that dream is done, finished, finito, and that ship has already sailed. And I know there are some dudes out there in the basement who are mad salty and they're like, yo, Sauce, why are you trying to like kill a ninja dream? Listen, that's because like your dream is like the equivalent of trying to get into the NBA at like 50. It ain't gonna happen. And let me be very clear, I'm not talking about like rapping as a hobby. If you want to do that, then do that. But like the likelihood of you becoming a professional rapper at like 45, 50 is slim to nil. Listen, let me know what you think about Gillie saying that there's an age limit to rap. Do you agree with him? And if so, what is that age? Let me know in the comments. And hey yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Sauce, your source for celebrity news. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Peace.